Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Erased episode 11, the penultimate episode of the series. What happened last time?
Last time, Yashro, the teacher, is confirmed to be the murderer. He had like a setup of this car. He did like the fucking laxatives and the diversion and all this stuff just to confirm his theory that a 10-year-old knew what was going on inside his head and predicting his moves. And then, at the last second, Satoru is now trapped in a car about to drown in the freezing cold river.
And we're gonna see what happens this episode. Leave a like, subscribe if you like Erased, or if you like our reactions. If you want to see more, you can subscribe. Or you can go to Patreon and see the conclusion to this series before it even comes up on YouTube. You also get the uncut reaction for this, for the past episodes, for other series, and a catalog of other episodes that are available. Hope you enjoy most of all. Support the official release. Let's go.
一つ昔の話をしようか。
Such a
僕
cute
が
little
小
guy.
学6年生だった頃、ハムスターが7、8匹入った箱を僕のところに持ってきた。ピチュウリから繁殖させてしまいを飼うことができなくなって途方に暮れていた。太った僕は家に帰るとの大瓶に水を入れてハムスターをすべて中に落とした。夕食を終えて部屋に戻った僕はその光景に目を奪われた。そこにはいる他のハムスターの上を渡り歩く一匹のハムスターがいた。しびれた。アイスと名付け飼育することにした。光景を見たとき、僕は雲の糸という短編小説を思い出した。知っているかな。悪行の限りを尽くして地獄神だったという男に、一匹の雲を助け前唯一の善行に部落から雲の糸を垂らしてやった。楽を目指して登り始めるが、他の亡者たちが後を追ってくると告げた。すると糸は切れ、神田は再び地獄へと落ちていった。こんな話信じてもらえるとは思わないんだけど、いや、君なら分かってくれるかもしれない。
What?
スパイスと出会って、僕には雲の糸が見えるようになってた人間を殺してきた。だけどある時、一人の少年が僕の計画を阻止した。少年の頭の上にも雲の糸が現れた。しかし彼は死ぬことはなかった。僕はそいつにスパイスと名付けて観察することにした。それが君だよ、サトル。
If you notice, he had a little hamster wheel on his desk. Just an
Oh.
empty hamster wheel in his home. It like opened up to a shot of him like talking on the phone at his house, and it was like him on the phone. You could hear him, but it like the first shot of it was just this hamster wheel like sitting there, and then it pulled back.
Interesting.
So he's a Buddhist. That's respectable. But he's also a murderer and a psycho who sees a bunch of fucking threads on people's heads, which is weird.
Yeah.
He's gone. Did you see? He was normally in the window, his adult
Oh.
self. People are disappearing. The OP changed. Oh, and there's not the black lines. Oh, he's usually in the background. Oh, and all the threads were there. And he's not here. He's not in the cell where he was. They just deleted him. Like he was in all these shots. He's erased.
お会計は987円になります。ありがとうございます。そういえば、サトルがいつか言ってたっけ？本当はさ、上野には電車一本で行けるんだ。本当だ。あの言葉は何だったんだべ。
I think that's where he was living as an adult. Coma. He's just put in a fucking coma for 15 years.
とても15年眠っていたとは。声が が出たね。これはリハビリを始める日も遠くなさそうだ。
Wow.
15年もの間4時間かけてお母さんは僕の体をケアし続けてくれたそうだ。 EMS という装置を使い僕が目覚める日に備えていた関節のケア、筋肉のケア、
Just sending signals through his nerves.
の身長は169センチになっていた。北村先生は母さんのおかげとありえないを交互に連発していた。
Wow.
She's such a good mom.
She is.
She kept him alive.
Please tell me you remember.
最後に覚えていること。
あれなんだっけ。その記憶は固く閉ざされていた。
That's why his inner monologues his younger self now.
The
He doesn't-
timeline's all messed up.
No, he just doesn't fucking remember anything.
I know, he can't.
He doesn't remember revival.
心拍系喪失感仲裁。一体いつ覚えたんだ。
From when he was like a little kid. That's all he remembers. That'd be so eerie.
Yeah.
サトル、お客さんが来てくれたよ。
久しぶり、サトル。サトルくん、元気そうだね。
深夜と杉田ひろみはバスで特に仲の良かった二人だ。
It's so nice they
深夜は弁
came.
護士、ひろみは医師だという。
Nice.
Damn.
二人深夜は僕に何か尋ねたいようだったが、お母さんに何か言い含められていたのだと思う。
Yeah, I wonder if they were suspicious about it because of the whole detective thing and they knew where he was. So I wonder,
僕の方で
like,
どうもお母さんは僕の過去の話題を避けているようだ。
again.
15年間いつか目覚めると信じてそのためだけに生きてきた。
So sad.
お母さんがそう望んでいるな
For
ら
15 years, she just
もう
like,
思い出さなくていいんじゃないか。
wow.
サトル。
おめでとう、かよ。
杉田佳代になったよ。
おお、その子の父親ってヒロミ？ヒロミにしてたのってヒロミに似てまつげ長いね。
男の子だけどね。名前は未来。
未来か。
Future.
いい名前だね。
サトル、本当は抵抗あったんだ。私たちだけ幸せになっていいんだべかってしまったのは私たちのことが原因かもしれない。なんだかサトルを置き去りにするみたいで。
かよ、僕の運命は僕のものだ。君が責任を感じる必要はないよ。僕がこうなってるのはきっと僕自身が望んだことの結果だ。
15年も寝てたくせに口が達者だね。
ああ、
一人ぼっちでいることしか想像できなかった私がこうして家族といられるのはサトルがいてくれたおかげだよ。ありがとう。ありがとうか。僕は一体何を。よしよし、お腹空いたの。よしよし。サトル、大丈夫？じゃあまた来るから。
That's so awesome.
It's a nice little baby.
Mm-hmm.
Who can draw? Oh, I guess he can draw, but
He's a manga artist.
I know. Picked it up fast after not being able to do anything for so many years.
あいつらまた来てる。何？
ゴシップ誌の
Snipers.
Oh,
言ってたあんたのことを記事にしたいんだべさ。
順調に回復しています。いつ記憶を取り戻してもおかしくない状態です。いえ、通り、その件はお断りいたします。私の患者はマウスではありませんの。失礼します。
Isn't some guinea pig?
for what? Well, I mean, if I was the teacher and I knew he was gonna wake up as, I don't know, maybe he did something else instead of becoming the counselor. He like, I don't know, did something.
What, became the hospital director?
I don't know. You just never know.
Whoa. Very inspiring. Always a superhero.
It's so awesome that his friends are hanging out with them.
Yeah, right? Saw what is there.
君が小学校に上がる前に何度か会ったことがあるんだが。ほう。もう20年以上前だもの。いくらなんでも覚えてないです。
I couldn't tell looking at you. You look the exact same.
15年も待ったんだ。今更焦っても仕方ないさ。ゆっくりやろう。
Oh, they like know some shit's been going
Kenya's
on,
a
and
lawyer,
they've
he's
just
a
been
reporter.
Just been waiting.
They know it was probably foul play. Bone marrow cancer? That's like the worst.
久美ちゃんがこの病院に来てからもう3ヶ月くらい経つね。久美ちゃんにかっこいいところ見せようって頑張ってきたからな。いなくなると張り合いなくなるよ。勇気の出し方教えようか。大切な人の笑顔を思い浮かべるんだ。もちろん君も笑顔でね。時の放浪者、15年間眠って心は子供、体は大人ってのはどうよ。
Why don't you go fuck yourself, bro?
病院内で一般人の盗撮、名誉毀損、十分刑事処罰の対象、さっさと出て行きたまえ。
Whoever you are.
西園さん、こんにちは。
やあ、久美ちゃん。藤沼悟くん。僕だよ。だがな。いや、僕の方もだいぶ。ほら、小学校5年生の時、担任だった。
Just to see. Just to see.
の名前も学ぶにした。
Just for no reason.
Yeah, why?
実は5年前に結婚してね。
Oh, but so you changed your first name as well?
市議会議員をやっていたんだが、3年前に亡くなってね。
So he still did the same shit in the same town.
Oh. Some weird kanji shit where, like, it looks like one word, but it's read completely differently.
This is stressful.
君とはいろいろあったじゃないか。
ごめんなさい。僕、
ああ、聞いてるよ。 前には戻ってないんだろ。おいおい思い出していけばいい。
So sketchy. He just like went there just to see if like seeing him
Would jog any
would do
memories.
anything. And then it just still doesn't. And he fucking like set this girl up at the hospital so he could have an excuse to go there and like check in on him and just like the web of trickery.
Yeah.
That's going on here.
せっかくだしちょっと話しませんか。
ああ、ゴシップ誌のやつらに邪魔をされてもあれだし、場所を変えようか。
Don't wanna go fucking anywhere with
実は
you.
いい場所を見つけたんだ。知らなかっただろ。こんなエレベーターがあるなんて。
Gloves
ちょ
on.
っとした冒険じゃない
Yeah.
か。
And he's still playing like the child kidnapper thing because
Yeah.
he has like the mind of a child right now.
He's gonna remember. Is that gonna...
Same thing on the steering wheel.
晴れていたら夕日が綺麗なんだけどな。変なカメラマンも来ないだろ。本当は立ち入り禁止だから誰にも言うなよ。トルもよくケンヤやヒロミたちとアジトへ秘密基地ごっこしてたよな。
ヤシロ。 俺の記憶は戻っているぞ。
There's the thread.
It's a fucking sketchy thing to say to a murderer while you're on top of a building with them and you have very limited physical abilities. But maybe he wouldn't have remembered if he didn't get abducted. This fucking guy. He just can't let it go. He's not like, oh, I'm gonna fucking change my name and like leave town or leave the country and go somewhere.
The threads are his salvation.
I know. He just can't stop himself. But I just wonder what he's been doing in the meantime. Like, did any of his other victims over the years, did that still happen? Or has he just been, like, focused in on this one guy? But if he was, then he would probably, like, just kill him in his sleep or something at some point. Okay.
What'd you think of that episode?
Beginning with the hamsters was creepy. And then just like everyone, it's really awesome to see how everyone just like never gave up on him. Like all his friends are, you know, they're doing stuff. And
especially his mom.
His mom is like, his mom was already amazing. Like, this is the best mom I have ever seen in my life.
Right?
And I don't think anything could ever beat her. Like, I can't think of anything else that would make her better.
Better than
She's
Makia,
already the
better
best.
Better than Hana from
Yeah.
Wolf Children? I think she is.
I think she's the number one, the best.
There's no fantasy in her, like, you know, care for her child. I mean, her child's pretty fantastic being a time traveler.
But she doesn't know.
She doesn't know. She's not using a superpower. She's using the superpower of motherly love to exercise her son's limbs and get an EMS machine to fucking, you know, just keep his
for 15
muscles
years
alive.
And she's working at like the convenience store. I don't know if she worked there before, if she just works there so that she can have enough time.
I'm not sure.
To,
probably.
Because she has to spend 4 hours a day doing stuff for him, probably even more.
Probably more. She spent the last 15 years of her life, like, no socialization probably at all.
No.
Like, only this for 15 years alone. She didn't remarry in that time. She just fully committed herself to her
And it
son.
seems that she's kept in touch, like, with her son's friends as well. And,
it's crazy,
you know,
man.
Kept them in the loop of what's going on, and they're awesome. And like Kenya becomes a lawyer, potentially specifically
inspired
for this
by this
moment, and especially since Satoru inspired him in the first place to just do something. Like when you see someone in trouble, to do something about it. And now he's a lawyer and is probably helping people speak up for themselves and have a voice in the legal system. And then the reporter guy, they've obviously been talking because Kenya as well, even though they were just kids, because we're playing detective. And then the person who was in charge of
playing
that,
detective, or are we stopped? No, it's not over yet. I'll go on alone. You guys
yeah,
you
and
guys hold
then
down
never
the fort.
see him again.
And that was the last time they saw each other. Oh yeah, and Kaio's baby.
Yeah, that's really nice.
She got married to Hiromi.
It's really nice. It's really nice. She talks about how she felt like awkward about just like having a life when someone who gave her that life essentially
sacrificed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But it is nice. I'm really happy for her.
It's awesome. A lot of people were disappointed that she didn't end up with Satoru afterwards, but I think this is like way better than like just a romance, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
and I think it's way better as well because like if she just if she was 10 years old and then just spent the next 15 years of her life doing nothing but obsessing over a guy in a coma who might never wake up, that's not living her life, and that's really unhealthy. And
it's also not realistic. Like people don't do that. There's no, you know. So
it's and her just seemingly eventually getting back in contact with her old friends and then having a relationship and getting married and having a child.
Yeah.
And just like having a normal life that has nothing to do, like, but still always remembering Satoru and like what he did for her, everything. I think I was really.
That's such a satisfying.
It's very
conclusion to that
satisfying
arc,
for me.
Sure.
I guess I can see how some people might not like it, but for me that is a fantastic option for her character.
Sure. I agree.
I really think that.
I agree. Yeah, and now the final confrontation has begun on the rooftop in the rain, fucking showman style.
They say there's no press out there, but I kind of hope that there's some press out there somewhere or someone. Or like,
yeah, like how Yashro destroys those guys, like takes all the film of those guys' cameras as soon as he shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he put a phone or something in the girls' room.
Did he?
Yeah. When he was in the room, I think at least.
Yeah.
My guess, maybe he's calling something. Like, if you make a call and then just leave the phone there. Then
what? Calling what? You mean
like
something?
if it's like, oh, I was on a call that whole time, check my call, like as an alibi for himself. Yeah. His phone was in there, it was turned on and potentially calling, I don't know, one of his other phones or like something. Mm-hmm. And then
I was making a phone call in this room. I couldn't have been on the roof.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Even though it's likely that if it goes according to his plan, like no one will suspect him or nothing will happen, you know what I mean? But he's been waiting for this for literally 15 years. Yeah.
Well,
sketchy.
We shall see how it all unfolds in the finale of Erased. If you want to see that reaction right now, you can go to Patreon. That's linked in the description, or you can subscribe and wait for it to come out here on YouTube. We hope you enjoy. Most of all, hope you leave a like, please. It really helps us out. And get hyped for the finale. Hope you enjoyed. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.